And I worked on the operations team for a Mars rover mission that was initially scheduled to send a single rover to Mars. In 1999, as we were building our rovers and designing scenarios about what was going to happen when the rovers landed on Mars, we ran into a problem. Another spacecraft called Mars Polar Lander crashed onto the Martian surface. Now, this wasn't our spacecraft, but we were going to use the same landing mechanism as a spacecraft that just crashed. Our mission, understandably, was put on hold because NASA didn't know if our landing system would work, given the failure of this other spacecraft. So we scrambled to find solutions, design a better landing system that would actually work on Mars. And I distinctly remember when my boss, who was the principal investigator of the mission, walked into my office and said, I just got off the phone with the administrator of NASA, and he asked me a single question, or simple question. He asked, what if we sent 2 rovers instead of 1? Now, up until that period, NASA had been sending 1 rover to Mars every 2 years. That was the status quo, the conventional wisdom, the standard way of doing things. But the NASA administrator reframed the problem we were facing and asked a question that, frankly, none of us had thought about asking before. Why don't we send 2 rovers instead of 1? Because he realized that the problem wasn't just a faulty landing mechanism. Of course, we were going to fix that. But the problem was way broader than that. The problem was just the inherent risk involved in sending this delicate spacecraft 40 million miles through outer space, and cross your fingers that nothing bad happens along the way. So instead of putting all of our eggs in one spacecraft's basket, the NASA administrator suggested sending 2 rovers. 2 rovers meant you can hedge your bets. If one fails, the other can make it. It also meant double the science. The rovers ended up landing in 2 very different places on Mars. And by the way, with economies of scale, the second rover ended up costing just pennies on the dollar, because we were just building 2 of everything. And I'm so glad we did that. The 2 rovers, their names are Spirit and Opportunity. Spirit roved the Martian surface for 6 years, until one of its wheels got stuck on soft soil. And by the way, forgot to mention, they were designed to last for 90 days. That was their warranty. 90 days. The second one, Opportunity, and I still get chills when I say this, but it lasted 14 years into its 90-day mission. Just because someone was willing to step back and view the problem far more broadly than any of us had done before.